What up, football freaks? It's the Ed and Kenny Show here once again. Another week of. Oh, you know what, Ed? Look at me. I am horrible.
Ah, we can talk fish and sports.
Yeah, but let's get one thing straight. This is Friday night, baby. Let's get our colors flying there.
Ooh, that looks nice.
Got to get the. But I like it better, Ed, when I have this up in the corner. Better.
Okay, that's fine. That's funny.
Well, I'm glad to see you're feeling better. That sucks you got stung today.
Oh, well, what was worse, I can't feel when I'm stepping on a step with my right leg or foot. And I thought I had my foot on the step, but it turned out I just had my heel. Like, if this is the step, my foot's supposed to be like this. Well, it was right at the edge. And so when I went down, I just like bump and twisted my knee. And so I've had my knee iced for the last four and a
Oh.
half hours.
So tonight looks like we got Whips World in the house, PNW Aqua, TJ Autocross. What up, boys? The faithful crew is in the house. The crew will grow as we get this channel bigger and bigger, but
Well,
we
and as
appreciate.
football moves closer.
Yeah, football, but it's close, bro. I mean, draft's over. We're starting spring training, so it's going to be like that, and it's going to be time to draft for fantasy football again.
Yeah, maybe what we'll have to do is see how many people showed up to the live streams and they get first pick in the drafts.
Oh, I like that. No, no, what's going on, girl? Good to see you. Appreciate you showing the love.
For sure. Okay, so tonight we have a special thing, and it's not truly our opinions. We're going to discuss it and hope that you guys can interject on it and argue the facts.
Yeah.
Because this is the Bleachers Report. I like the Bleacher Report. I think they're pretty non-biased. I think they do sports teams from all across, or they pretty well. There's sometimes you got West Coast biased and East Coast biased and stuff, or Texas biased. But I think Bleacher Report's pretty fair about giving everybody love. Well, they put out an article, the top 10 most hated teams in football. And then
Now,
they have like different
before
reasons.
you start reading your list, though,
Yes.
everybody that is in chat right now, do your top two right now. Who you hate the most of NFL teams? Because I kind of like to get a feel for our audience this time. Start getting an idea what they all. Skipper, you have a good night, buddy. Sorry. Yeah, guys, Skipper wasn't able to be up here with us tonight because he's had a long week. He's been going hard. Poor guy got home from work, thought he was just going to chill for a bit till our stream. Then he got called out on an accident. So you have a good night, Skip. We'll see you. We'll see you the next time we see you, man.
Man, I had a crazy medical week.
Ooh, Ravens, Cowboys, Ravens, Raiders, and the Ravens.
Ah,
Well, I guess we established that Whip does not like the Ravens, but again, he's an avid Pittsburgh Steeler fan, so that would make sense.
you know what? The Ravens are in my top 5. I hate the Ravens. I hate it after who was the linebacker? Not Rice or what? What's that super linebacker they had?
Look at this. There, look at here. You got TJ Autocross says it's simple. The Patriots, and only the
Yep.
Patriots. Shane Stanks and Bowles says, "Hey fellas, that would be the Packers and the Patriots."
Ah,
So interesting. We got Raiders, Packers,
Ray
Cowboys.
Lewis. That's him.
What didn't you like about
Okay.
Ray Ray?
Ray Lewis went to the Super Bowl down in Atlanta when he was young. He wasn't playing. He just went with him and a bunch of his old gang that he used to be in, literally his gang. And they bought $500 bottles of champagne and killed 2 guys in front of a nightclub and beat them to death with these bottles of champagne. And even the driver of the limo said that they were all beating those 2 guys to death. But his boys took the fall for him so he could stay a football player, and they murdered those guys. But if Ray Lewis hadn't rented the limo, bought the plane tickets for them to go to Atlanta, bought the bottles of champagne, probably got them all drunk and messed up to beat those guys to death. And he got off scot-free, not even an accessory to murder. So I hate him. I do not like Ray Lewis.
Uh-oh. You must have awoken a beast here.
Oh.
Hey, Greg.
Zeppelin, do you like Ray
That
Lewis?
reminds me. I don't know if he can hear us yet because it takes him a minute sometimes. Sound
Well,
check, Mr.
hey-
Pep. You hearing us, Pep?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
All right, we hear you good too, so we're good shape.
So that's why I became an avid Baltimore hater.
You are definitely, I mean, there is no guessing how much you hate him.
Yes.
I mean, you were, okay, now this would
I
be
would rather see if
Baltimore or Patriots.
Baltimore.
Whoa.
I would rather see Baltimore beat the Patriots.
No, I'm saying who you hate more because we're talking about the most hated
Oh.
teams.
The Patriots.
I figured
But-
you'd say that.
Okay, let's say the Raiders in Denver. You know, I hate them as a rivalry, but I don't hate them. You know, like if the Raiders were playing Baltimore, I'm going to root for the Raiders like crazy because I hate Baltimore, but I hate the Patriots even more. So that's where I go with that.
Well,
So there
I
you go,
don't,
Ryan.
I don't think
totally
you guys
hate
have
the
to.
Raiders.
I
like
don't
the
think you have to
rivalry.
guess who mine is. I mean, I'm pretty blatantly honest. My two number
Austin here.
Packers, Bears. End of story. That's my
Oh.
two most hated
So-
teams that I.
If the Bears were playing the Patriots, who do you want to win in the Super Bowl?
Patriots.
Oh my God.
I'm bullshitting you. But once my team's knocked out, if one of the NFC Central teams is still in, I'm always rooting for my division.
See, that's how I feel. Like, I rooted for stupid Elway when he cried, you know, and got beat by the 49ers. I was the only schmuck in the basement of that church rooting for the freaking Denver Broncos. I will never wear any of their garb. I didn't even own a shirt or anything, but I think I made sure I was wearing orange and blue. Like an orange
would've done
sweatshirt
that.
and blue sweatpants or something.
Should have rocked your KC
But-
shit, dude.
Yeah, I should have. Except we were probably like 1 in 15. the Chiefs have had a lot of bad years too.
So, have we established your number one and number two is definitely Patriots, Baltimore? Then,
I would go with that.
what about you, Pep? Well, you don't have to say number one because I already know it. The whole world
That's
knows
what
it's Patriots. We know that. So, who's your second worst?
Yeah, that's tough. Probably the Dolphins, because I should hate the Bills, but I kind of like the Bills. You know, one of those things.
I used to be a big Bills fan when I was a kid because I thought buffaloes were so cool of animals. And then all those Super Bowls that I rooted for them and they lost over and over. Oh my God.
Ryan, I had sent you a text, brother. Travis Meyer. Oh, look at there. We're starting to get Skull Vikings fans in here. Is that a? There we go. We're getting Vikings fans.
My area, these cheeseheads, the most hated is definitely the Bears, number one. Then probably the Vikings, number two. Detroit's kind of irrelevant.
They're not everybody keeps saying they're irrelevant, bro. I think this year, you think the strides they made, I am going to go out and say they will win their division this year. And most likely, I see them going to the NFC Championship game at the minimum this year.
I
You
don't
heard
see
it from
it.
me.
They
You heard
lost
it from me
5 people
first.
to gambling already, and the season hasn't even started.
5 nobodies. You keep. It's not
Well, what was-
starters. It's not starters, man. It's like guys that were going to probably barely make the team. You know what I mean?
I hear you. I just think they're stupid for what
I-
they did with the running backs. Because
Yeah, but I think they made out like bandits. I really do, and I think
how
I
though?
do believe you watch before it's over because there's so many players, coaches there. Who's to say they can't entice a guy who just left Dallas to come up there ultra cheap, deal and run the rock for them on third down, which he wants to go to a contender, I'm sure. And
He
I'm
ain't no
sure,
better. I mean, they should have kept Williams. Jamal Williams. He's a beast.
he's a
They
beast,
just
but
let him go.
I don't know, man. I think they made out pretty good. I think they did fine.
Let's see how it goes.
They got the best running back in this year's draft. And then who else did? Is that where did Kareem Hunt go? Is that where Kareem Hunt left Cleveland?
And they got
Kareem went
Swift.
to the Cowboys.
Not Swift.
They got
Kareem's
who?
now
Holden.
he's a Cowboy.
Coleman is in Detroit.
Yeah. Okay.
Coleman got the other one.
I still think with what they've got for an arsenal now, I think they're going to be tough to beat. My Vikings will keep up with them score for score, but the difference between them and the Vikings, they have a little bit of defense too. So
I think Chicago's going to take that division.
I don't think Chicago's going to make that big a leap this year, but
We'll
next
see.
year I see them making a leap.
Chicago's going to be a lot of fun to watch.
Unless
think-
Fields gets hurt, and then it's meh.
I think this division's going to be a lot
Game
of
over.
fun this year. I really do. You got Love. Everybody's counting the pack out too, and I'm sorry. Aaron Rodgers sat behind Favre for 4 years. That Love did the same thing, and when he did play, he didn't look bad. He wasn't, light up the scoreboard type of guy, but he didn't make mistakes. So I think.
Well, I'm not
everybody's-
saying he's going to be horrible. It's just going to take a few years to get it
Yeah.
together.
Well, a lot of people, are saying they're going to suck. I don't see it. I think they still can manage 500 ball this year.
I think it's like 30%. 30% of first round quarterbacks succeed in being a starting quarterback. Not even a good or a superstar, just succeed as being a starter. And he still hasn't proven that he's going to be a starter. But that said, he's got all that extra training to add to his 30% liability that will probably make him have a better chance of being a starter. And I think what they consider a starter is over 2 years of play, like over 30 games.
So, Ed, this is the first time you've been on the show since
I know,
the
and
draft.
thank you so much inviting me.
No, you and I have not been on the same show. We have not been on the show together since the draft, and I've been waiting to
Wow.
get. Do you
Well-
or do you not think my Vikings really screwed a pooch by not taking Levis in the first round instead of Addison?
I don't like what the Vikings did either. I was watching them, and because I like to root for my friends,
Yeah, I
And-
cannot believe it.
Yeah, I was sorry.
They made 2 mistakes in the same round. Okay, if you're content with Cousins, the number 1 corner available in this draft had falling to us. Same pick.
And you needed him really
we
bad.
needed a corny. We needed it. We got rid of Peter. And we passed on him too. So two great opportunities for the Vikings to better their squad, and they screwed the pooch, man.
Yep. Sorry, buddy.
We made it up in the second round and picked up the good corner, but I'm still pretty spun by this draft.
And I was hoping you guys would pick up that quarterback too.
Levis.
That kept falling.
Levis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, But I mean, you guys could have picked him up though in the second.
No, he was gone in the
Didn't-
second by the time we came up. He
Oh,
was already gone.
I thought he went in the third. I thought he went on the
No, he
second
went-
day.
No, he was second round.
Oh, okay.
Tennessee
My bad.
came back up and got him. So
Oh, that's what it was. Tennessee. Yeah, but you see, there you go. Tennessee last year, they said they got the second best quarterback in the draft. And he went out there and he laid eggs last year. And they're already replacing him. That just shows you don't know what you got until they're on the field playing.
but the thing I like, and mark my words, I think Levis is going to be a great NFL quarterback. I don't think he's going to be like, Elway or any of the bigs, but I think he's going to be an upper echelon quarterback in the league. And I see the kid.
Like Trent Dilford.
Yeah, I think he'll be better than him. But like I said, I think
lasted a long
he's going to
time.
be, he's not going to be, he's going to be a little
Andy
bit above
Dalton.
a game changer. I don't think he's going to make mistakes. And the thing I'm telling you that he's going to be hell on NFL defenses, that is a big boy. He's coming in about the same numbers as Roethlisberger as far as size and weight, and he's a big kid, man. I see that kid. I bet you he gets 2 to 3 Super Bowl rings before he's done. Watch. And I'm
Oh,
going to be
no.
looking at my Vikings and saying, there's another one.
I don't know if he'll get any with Tennessee because they're so good at screwing up. Every time they get good, they give away the farm. It's like, this isn't the time to rebuild. You guys won the AFC. You didn't win the conference, but you had the best record in the AFC, and they got rid of half their team. I mean,
Well,
that
I
was
think
just stupid.
Well, the one thing the NFL, I mean, it's not good to when you got a half of your staff that's going to be needing to be re-signed. You don't want to have a good year because everybody's going to remember them because they got Spotlight, right? They got Spotlight. They got their free infomercial right there on an AFC Championship game or an NFC Championship game, and even if they don't win the
A.J.
Super Bowl,
Brown,
they got
though.
Well, they gave up a lot of good stuff, man.
Yeah, but you gave up your number one the year before they let go as a free agent to his team right here. It starts with a D. Gosh, help me out, Peplin. Dalton, not the Tennessee receiver you guys got 2 years ago.
Oh,
He's been hurt a lot for you, unfortunately.
Corey Davis.
Davis, yes. Corey Davis was a stud for Tennessee, and they let him walk and didn't replace him. And then they let A.J. Brown, they trade him for a first-round draft pick where they just draft a sub-average wide receiver out of Arkansas. He wasn't even a top guy, and so terrible, just terrible. And I know they were doing it to save money, but they shouldn't be saving money that way. I mean, you got to have some cornerstones to your team.
So, Ed, I know you did the homework. So what did your little thing say was the top 10 hated teams?
Okay, do we want to go in reverse order or
Yeah, let's start at number 10 and work your way as the number 1.
Okay, so what we're going to do is we all kind of have an opinion of our top 10 problem, or maybe our top 5. There are teams on this list that I completely like. I don't believe they should be on the list, but for some reason or not, they're on the list because maybe there's enough people that still hate them.
We got another visitor. We start talking about this, and look at what we got.
Oh,
Oh shit!
now this look, I'm going to show you. Number 10 is the Oakland Raiders.
Oh,
They're not even
They
in
only made
Oakland
10?
anymore.
Well, that was a perfect timing, Ryan.
And I'm going to only say people hate the Raiders because they move around so much. And they used to be known as dirty, but they really weren't dirty. I mean, the Chiefs were just as dirty, when they play each other. It's just a slug out fest. I don't think the Raiders are, they have the reputation of being the bad boys, but I don't think it's like worthy of being hated.
I want to
So-
say something about sports hate. I mean, regular hate is terrible. Obviously, we can all agree with that.
Yes.
Imagine, right? But sports hate, I think, is like a
Healthy?
compliment. I mean,
Okay.
you guys were going over your most hated teams, right?
Yep.
And usually it's those teams you have problems with. Mine, no doubt. Sorry, Ed. Chiefs and the Broncos, but
But
I mean,
I know what,
those are the teams
and you
that
see,
beat
they're
up
my-
on my team from time to time.
and I'm with you 100% there with those two teams. They're my huge rivalry, like my high school rivalry. They're the
Yeah.
ones that I want to beat more than anything.
Yep.
But I still, if you're in the Super Bowl, I'm going to root for you
Yeah.
because I want the team that's in my division to win. Because I know I played them twice, and hopefully I won once. I don't know, but so I mean, I like. If people just ask me who do I hate, I would, well, except for the stupid Patriots, I would generally always say Raiders Broncos for the
Yeah.
love hate.
Yeah. Right.
But the
Exactly.
hate, I'm not in there.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna give and I'm not for sure who's on the list. I just know a couple teams that shouldn't be. And so I think the higher the score, the least hated. Okay? Because this is ranked 10, so we'll let Bleacher Report score 1. And let's see, I'm going to go Ryan, Ed, Pep,
I can't
Kenny,
believe we only made 10. I thought we'd be higher on the list. The Raiders. Come on.
and the people. And I'm going to give the Raiders a 6. No, a 5. I'm going to give them a 5 because I think they're my 5th most hated team. I mean, it's pretty much tied with Denver, so I could give them a 4.
I gotta give.
But
them
I'm going
a
to give
zero.
them a 5.
I gotta give them a 0 because they're not even.
Well, it's got to be 1 through 10.
So 1's meaning you don't think they should be on the list, right?
No, 1 is the most hated, number
Okay.
1 hated team.
Then I'm gonna go at 10.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now you just used your 10 because we're only going to be able to go once with these things.
Oh. Well, what if you don't think they should even be on the list?
Then give them a high score.
I'll give the Raiders a 10. I like the Raiders. I don't know why they're on there.
I think it's that they move around, and that
could
sucks
be.
for their base. I mean, it would suck if you're an LA guy
Now you're being
and your
nice
freaking
again,
team
Ed.
moves back.
Let's call it what it is. Because back in the day, Al Davis had no filter. He'd tell you what is on his mind is why a good portion of people hate the Raiders.
Just win,
I-
baby.
Mm-hmm.
I love Al Davis because I
I
think he
did
hurt the
too.
team more than
You did
anything.
not have to
else.
guess what the man was thinking. He'd tell you
He
how it
didn't.
is.
He didn't care if the receiver had hands. He just wanted speed.
The only thing I do hate the man for, and I think it was a rotten thing to do, is what he pulled
Wear
on
those
Marcus.
one-piece suits.
No, what he pulled on Marcus Allen, man. I believe if he wouldn't have done that to Marcus Allen most likely would have had the rushing title before he retired. Without a doubt, he would have.
That's another reason why I like him because he went to the Chiefs.
Yeah, I'm kind of torn on Al Davis. There's parts of him that I love, and
And
the
this
game
new kid,
passed him
the
up.
new kid, man.
At some
The
point.
new kid. The son.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh.
where do you want to give it, Ryan?
Well, I think you know where he's going. It's his team. He's not going any lower scored at a 10.
Yeah, I mean, personal feelings. I don't hate the Raiders. I love the Raiders.
Yeah.
I mean, they hardly
Well,
win, and I still love the Raiders.
If you like to
There's
see
10.
them hate, though.
Okay, the first one I see in chat is Whip gave him an 8.
Okay, so let's see here. We've got 20,
Probably got
25,
some hate in
35,
there.
45, 53.
How's it going, Craig?
I don't think the Raiders are going to be the most hated team.
George says hello from Sacramento. Rub it in, George. I feel bad, but Danny and we've had a rough couple of weeks, and we just couldn't see doing 18 hours on the road. Green Bay Packers. Number one. I'm not even going to go into it. One, baby.
Pat. Now is that Gretchen?
Gracie.
That's
Correct.
Gracie.
Gracie. Well, I
So
got it almost. I don't know. I just saw the potato chips and got hungry. Okay, so Kenny says a number one for the Packers. Ryan, how do you feel about the Packers?
I don't really have anything against the Packers, I don't think. Yeah, in fact, through that whole thing with the Rodgers and stuff, I don't know. I kind of blamed Rodgers for a lot of that and everything.
Don't be talking bad about Rodgers.
I know he's your boy now.
Go.
Yeah, I don't know.
Now this ain't fair because Pep's going to give them guys a high score because they just gave him Rodgers. I mean, this is biased.
Well, I don't hate him either, so I think I'm going to use my 9 up. Hopefully, I don't regret that later.
So, Pep, where do you feel about these guys?
Oh, that's touchy. That's touchy. I say I have to watch all their games because I'm
Yeah,
here.
you're forced.
A lot of my friends are Packer fans, so I bet against them a lot. But I don't hate
Oh,
them,
you probably lose a lot.
just because the bets are there.
Oh,
Uh,
my God.
I'll give them a 9, like Brian did.
A 9? Okay.
Whip beat Travis by a half a second and said,
Oh,
where'd it go?
4.
He
He said
4.
4. Okay. Well, I don't have much hate towards these guys, except they beat my Chiefs in Super Bowl 1, and I get to hear about it every time they talk about the first Super Bowl. So I'm going to give them a freaking 6.
Man,
Ooh.
this guy
Did
knows
you
how
already
to
use
hold
a
a
6?
grudge.
I do. Holding grudges are so much fun.
That's true. That's a good point.
29. So that just for relationships, just for comparisons, the Raiders were a 53 versus the Green Bay's 29. The lower, the
Ouchie.
worse.
Yep.
So they really went downhill here. Okay. Any guesses on the 8th most hated team?
Dallas Cowboys.
They're up
Close.
by.
They're going to be higher.
Oh, that's
Wow.
damn! I can't
That's
believe
Brett-
I wasted my 10 on the Raiders.
That's,
I'm going 9. I'm going 9.
That's Brett Favre.
Hey, Brett did fine for the Vikings. It's just he did throw a pick at a very inopportune time, but you know what? Everybody gets on him about that. That is what made Brett Favre what he is. He was a gunslinger, and if he thought he had an opening of a chance, he would take the chance. But I'm giving him a 9.
Well,
I can't
I'm
go
gonna
10
give
because I
him-
wasted it on this bullshit.
I tried
I'm
to
gonna
warn
give
you.
him-
I wanted the hate. I wanted
Yeah,
the hate.
you were smart. I'm going to give the Vikings a 9 because they were the guys that lost to the Chiefs to give them their first Super Bowl.
All right, guys. So,
Oh, somebody we lost for a second. What do you say, Ryan?
Well, at the risk of getting booted off the stream here, the team also gave my team the Super Bowl win. So,
Oh,
yeah,
that's
I
funny
don't
shit.
hate them at all. My good buddy Kenny, my brother-in-law, they're both Vikings fans. I guess I'm down with the 8.
You're
Ooh,
just
Whip
going
gave
right
us-
along with the bleacher. You got a
We-
good opinion.
Whip gave us a 9.
Whip gave
A
a
long
9.
time ago, Bleacher Report, like when they're first starting up, I was writing some articles about the Spurs, the San Antonio Spurs, on this forum, and they approached me about like writing for them. They weren't going to pay me
Wow.
or anything like that, but yeah, I always think of that when that website comes up.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's kind of cool.
Yeah, it is. That's super cool. Okay, Pep. Another team you probably have to watch a lot of games of.
I do see a lot of Vikings games. I like the Vikings. They wouldn't be on my list. What's the lowest? What's the highest I got? 7 left.
You got an 8.
I got an 8. I'll give them the 8.
Okay. Okay, so let's add this up. Oh gosh, these are 3 8s is 24, and 3 9s is 30. No, wait, 27.
Yep.
So, boy, they got a 61. They're more liked than the Raiders.
How the hell
Congratulations,
did that
Kenny.
happen?
Well, it worked out for you, Kenny.
Check that math.
Oh, I don't understand this one at all. The 7th most hated team. I don't understand. Maybe you guys can shed some light on this for me to understand. Any guesses?
I've checked that
Cleveland.
math, but I'm cool with it.
Cleveland.
Indianapolis
Oh.
Colts.
Oh,
Who cares
yeah.
about the Colts? They're like,
Right.
they don't matter.
Well, let me tell
I
you,
mean,
they do matter to me. There are 3 because those assholes kicked us out of a Super Bowl one year too.
Well, they knocked the Chiefs out of like 3 games at home in the playoffs 3 years in a row with Peyton Manning. But that was Peyton Manning, not even the stupid Colts. Oh, well.
They had some good years with the Luck kid too, I thought. But I can't say as I hate the Colts. I mean,
I feel sorry for the Colts.
they're like one of the
normally.
founding franchises. So how do you hate
And
a team that's
I love Dungy. Dungy's an awesome coach.
I
So
like
when they
Dungy
won those
too.
Super Bowls, I thought he always got ripped off of that. The Tampa Bay Super Bowl.
yes.
When
say
Gruden
his
won
name one
that
more time?
Super Bowl.
Ed, just dig in my guts and say his name one more time.
Dungy?
Oh, that made me so mad. He was a Vikings defensive coordinator. We should have hired him as our head coach.
Mhm.
Oh, okay. I had no idea where you were going with this. But yeah, he was the one who built the crappiest football franchise in history to a good team, and then Gruden wins the Super Bowl with them. And I thought that was kind of sad.
Yeah.
But okay, so I'm going to give them an 8. I just don't think they matter, and I'm saving my 10 in case the Chiefs pop up. Okay, Peplin.
Colts.
Yep.
I don't see how they're hated, especially at that hot. I don't see it.
And I like their blue and white uniforms. It's just relaxing.
Relaxing.
So Whip went up.
What
went
do I
10.
got? 7.
Okay.
I don't know what. Colts. Did the
And-
Jets beat the Colts for their Super Bowl? That's why I'm giving them up.
I was thinking 7 too, good.
Okay. Oh, I thought you said 3.
No, I don't hate the Colts.
I don't. Did somebody else say 3? Where did you get the 3 from? Oh, well. It's in pencil, so I can get rid of that. Okay. And Ryan, what do you say?
Oh boy, I don't really have any reason to hate the Colts either. Unfortunately, they beat my team last year with a guy who's never coached a college or NFL team in any capacity last year, which was rather embarrassing. But I don't know if I can hold that against him too much. Let's throw him the 6.
6. Okay. So let's see. That's 13. 28. 7 is 5, 35, 45 for the Colts.
Colts used to be in the
Okay.
Jets division way back when.
Yeah.
There's five teams in our division.
Now this team I don't like. So, and I haven't mentioned that I don't like this team, but I root for them a lot to lose. The New York
Niners?
Giants.
Is it the Giants?
Yeah, that was Eli Manning.
Oh, they hate it. They blow it all the time.
Well, I'm glad
Their
I
own
saved.
fans maybe hated them.
I'm glad I saved my 8 because I'm going to give it to you. Why would you hate the Giants, really? I mean, Michael
They're
Strahan,
arrogant.
class act. I mean, everybody that's pretty much played for them has been a class act, other than
like
Odell
LT.
Beckham.
What
Like
about
who?
LT? LT.
Yeah, no kidding, huh?
Yeah, he's like the chief consumer of cocaine, I think, on the East Coast.
Yeah. We had the fridge
But-
and the
Yeah, he's
Coke
still
machine.
cool.
And the dummy
I still
quarterback,
like him.
Eli.
It's got 2 rings.
Hey, hey. My son's a Giants fan, so I'm all for it.
But Strahan and that crew, I mean, yeah, I can't. I got to give him an 8.
Okay, Kenny gave him an 8. Oh, what did Peplin give him?
What's the highest I got? 6, I think, left.
6.
5, 6. Whatever the highest one is. I'll go with that.
6. Okay. See, the teams that I really hate haven't popped up yet. So
Right.
I'm afraid some of my most hated won't be on the list.
That's what I was thinking.
like I don't like the Giants, but I don't want to give them a bad number in case there's somebody else. So I'm going to give them. This is terrible. I'm giving them a 7, just in fear of. Oh wait, 7's a bad number. No,
No, that's
the
a
lower
good
the
number.
number, the better. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to give them a 7. Man,
Well, you all
TJ,
can tell it's skeeter season up in Wisconsin.
Oh, man.
I
Been
saw
90
it.
all week.
You could see them, dude. I saw the one buzzing by your ear there.
I hear they
killed
grow
it,
big up there.
Oh, dude, I will be bringing a can of off with me when I come there. Trust me.
what did Ryan say?
I'll give him a 5. I'll say I think
Okay.
I still got my 7 available, but I'll hang on to it just in case.
Now, Whip was literally
The 7.
seconds in front of TJ. Poor TJ. He's not getting a chance.
Him and Myers both are been going and they keep just missing. Whip's like, I bet you he'd be good at Jeopardy, man. He's fast with the button.
I get to hang out with Whip on Sunday.
I get to hang out with Whip next month.
So they ended up with a 33. So the tides are going down.
Now, have you met Whip
Oh.
yet, Pep?
Who? Oh, he's looking it up to see if he's got him in his little black book. Everybody Peplin meets, he writes it down in a little black book.
It's always a good plan.
Yeah.
It's all
That's
right
not
here,
a black
guys.
book. Is the only thing I could find.
It's all right here.
Oh, I haven't told the guys the team. So number 5, the Pittsburgh Steelers with Big Ben.
Damn
Oh
it.
my gosh! It says that pig Ben Roethlisberger.
Well,
in
there
the-
was that
the
bathroom
opening sentence.
incident.
Well, I would
Yeah.
have to believe most of the haters of the Steelers probably came in the last 5 years, 6 years, 7 years when Antonio Brown was part of the team because he creates hate for everybody, right? But
Yes, he does.
I don't understand it other than that because they've had class people through there too. Mean Joe Green. Need I say more?
I don't get it.
I'm just gonna say what I'm scoring them because
Ed,
it's
whatever
the highest
I-
score I have left. I have a 10, but then I've got 4, 3, 2, 1.
It better
And-
be 10.
The Chiefs could be in the top 4, so I'm saving that
I
10.
bet- I haven't put
And,
my score in, Roxanne. You better be nice.
I'm giving the poor Packers a 4 because it's the highest I can give them, and not give my Chiefs a 10. Otherwise, I'm giving my Chiefs a 4. They're 4, 3, 2, 1.
That's
So yeah, I'm giving them a 4. I don't hate them.
I'll give him whatever my highest number left is.
Okay, let's see. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Okay. Pep, you want to know what your lowest number is, or you got to? Oh boy,
Yeah.
you better
well,
score as high as you can.
5. Yeah, that's the highest. I didn't think Pittsburgh was going to be on there.
Here's the funniest thing. Ed, were you keeping track of what numbers Whip used? Because he's been the one to do it all. What's his highest number he's got left?
I don't know. I've just been letting him do whatever. Well, actually, he's got 10, 9, 8, 7. So and then 4. So they got 3, 2,
What-
1.
What's his highest number he can give at this point?
That's messed
Well,
up. That's messed up.
DJ could jump in and be mean. real quick.
No.
You could take Dini's.
Oh, damn it,
TJ, this is your opportunity.
Dee just saved him with a 9.
my count. I said 10.
Okay.
I kind of am. I'm
Hey,
just like,
I have too much fun with this. Stupid.
I think we should have
Okay.
had to use Whip because he's been the one that's been interacting the most. We should have had to use his highest number.
Maybe next week we'll have a whip score.
Well, I keep telling him he needs to come up here with us one of these nights.
Yeah. Well, if his Steelers do bad, he should have been up here. Okay. What do you say, Pep? Are you still
The
in
highest I
or-
got. I got
You got a 4, I think.
I would have
That's all you
saved my
got.
10, honey, if I knew. No.
sucks that you're sleeping on the couch tonight.
Oh!
Joke's on you. We don't have a couch.
Exactly, so it's outside.
Peplin went 10 on the first one, 9 on the second one, 8 on the third one, 7 on the fourth, 6 on the last one. So your best score is a 5.
That's what I got to do. That's what I got to do. Didn't think they'd be on there.
I didn't either, actually.
Well, I think that teams that win a lot get on here, and the Steelers have the tied with the most wins, Super Bowls. They got 6 Super Bowl wins, so that makes a lot of people hate them too.
I see that.
And I think that's why the Packers are on there, because they win a lot. So I'm still waiting for the Patriots. Okay, Ryan.
I guess I'll penalize him for that immaculate reception and give him a 4.
Ooh.
Right. So Ryan still has a 7 he's got in his back pocket.
Yeah, hanging on to it.
A 33. So they tied with whoever was just ahead of them. I can't even, my mouse isn't working.
The Giants?
The Giants. So they're equally as hated. Okay, here comes number 4. Oh, okay. Well, this is another team I don't hate, but their fans suck. The Philadelphia Eagles. The
Where you
only
going?
crowd that throws snowballs at Santa Claus. The only stadium that has a jail built in it. Gosh, let's see. I guess I have to give them a 3 because that's the lowest I have, or the highest I can give without giving up my 10 for my Chiefs. So, okay, Ryan, how do you feel about these Eagles?
Well, never cared much for Deshaun Jackson. You know, he was kind of a hated player, I guess. But I'm not big on the Eagles. I'm gonna hang on to that 7, so I'll give him the 3.
Okay. Hey, Melvin, good to have you here, buddy.
He comes in just as we're hating on the Eagles.
What is he a Eagles
He's a
fan or a?
No, he's a Steelers fan, I think.
Steelers.
Oh, good. Okay, that's what I was hoping. Okay, Peplin, how do you feel about these Eagles?
Those Eagles, I have no feelings about those Eagles. I know they are hated because Giants fans hate them. Redskins fans hate them. They are hated, so I'll give them a 3. Save
Ooh,
my-
you hate saving the 4. Okay, Kenny,
3.
a 3. And the people said, oh, I don't know where
6.
this did it
6.
start. Whip got the 6 in too. Wow. Okay, so we got 13, 16, 19, 25. It's getting easier to add. That's the nice thing about this. Okay, I'm getting nervous. My 3 most hated teams are still on the board. Because I hate New England, Denver, Cowboys. But I think my Chiefs are going to be in the top 3 because they've been so good lately.
Yeah. Take out Denver, put Kansas City.
What's up, Melvin?
Oh, okay. This makes me nervous because number 4 is the Dallas Cowboys. Or number 3 is the Dallas Cowboys. And you got to hate them. Even if you don't have a reason like me. I just hate them because they're arrogant. I guess I'm going to give them a 2. Oops, I gave that to Ryan.
What do I got
Sorry,
left?
Ryan.
I got my number 1 and 2, 3.
I might give him a 2 also.
I think I
Okay.
used my 2.
I was
and my
kind of
3.
looking for a recap of mine too. I think I have 1, 2, and 7.
Yes, you have 1, 2, and 7.
And what do I got, Ed?
Kenny has 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. You still have your 5, 4, and your 2.
Hey,
My
Ian.
4 and 2. I'll give the Cowboys a 4.
Okay, Kenny says 4. Peplin, do you need a recap?
Cowboys get a 2 for me.
2 for Peplin. And the people said
2.
2? Wow. Okay, so 5, 7, 9, 13, 15. Oh, man. Okay,
Go, Melvin.
so I'm getting ready. Oh, this is okay. This is BS. They're saying that New England is the second most hated team in the league. I'm calling BS on that one.
Yeah, that's
because
who the hell's the first then?
it makes me nervous that it's the Chiefs.
It might be.
Now, hang on just a minute. Hey Tim, I'm live right now, so can I call you back? Okay, love you, Tim. Bye-bye.
You gotta
my
get
brother.
Tim to subscribe to ASE.
Yeah. Well, he's driving in his car. I've been trying to get a hold of him for like 3 days straight. So he
We'll let
finally
it
called.
slide then.
Shiva, what do you think of the Patriots? Shiva, what's up with the Patriots?
Okay, well, I'm giving the Patriots a 1. I hate them. And it's either a 1 or a 10 for me.
Well, I'm giving them a 5.
A 5. Oh my gosh. So you're saving your 2 for randomness.
There's one of my division foes that I believe could be on this list as well, and they are my
Seattle.
number 2. No,
A lot of people hate Seattle.
Bears.
A lot of people hate the Cowboys. I mean, the
Bears.
Bears. Okay. Well, what do you say, Ryan?
Boy, I'm down to 1 or 7. So the risk here is that like the Broncos end up number 1, or the Chiefs, and then I have
Oh my
to,
God! I'm gonna give if it's the Chiefs, I'm
I
giving
have
them
to
a
give
10.
them
with
a
my help.
7. But
Oh,
I'm gonna take that risk. I've been penalizing teams for certain plays and people and stuff, and it's hard not to mention the tuck rule. So our franchises went in completely opposite directions after that. So, yeah, I'll give them my 1.
Oh, you're 1. Okay. Good man. And then Peplin. 1. And the
Easy for
people.
Brian.
1.
Is there any new England? Oh, did
Whip
TJ
came
get
in.
a number in?
Was it Whips first or was Whips from the last one?
TJ's at 18.
Yeah.
Which
That's
said
Whips
5.
at 18. So that's the score, 5.
Oh my God. Damn it, TJ. It's okay.
Ian, Seattle is not
He's a
been
race
on the
car
list so
racer.
far.
So
I
who
would
do they-
assume that he would have been
who do they-
faster.
I can't take it anymore, Ed. Who are they saying is the number 1 most hated
Well,
team?
let me add this up. 4, 5, 15. So the Cowboys are equally as hated as New England. Okay.
If we would have seen
we're
this
gonna-
list ahead of time, it would have been way different.
Yeah,
Okay.
this is kind of a dirty trick, but it's fun.
Here it
Yeah.
comes.
Jeez,
Jets!
Oh,
you made this list up yourself. I'm
I
calling
did it.
bullshit. I'm calling bullshit.
What?
Oh,
I mean, look,
break
you
it
guys,
up.
this is what you get when you have Chris Christie as your coach.
It's so
That's
bullshit.
Peplin, I'm sorry, buddy, because I truly thought it was going to be the Bears, and you're getting my number 2, and I don't agree with it. I got to go pee. I'll be back.
I really thought it was going to be Patriots there, and I
How?
think the Chiefs should
It
be
don't
down
even make
instead.
sense to me.
Because I thought, yesterday on one of the live streams, because I watch lots of live streams of the Chiefs, this girl that hated the Chiefs so much, she said, "I hope the Chiefs go 11-5 this year," and I'm like, I could handle that.
Yeah, that's,
If somebody hates you so bad and they still hope you win double-digit wins,
yeah.
people really, I don't know. I just think they hate you. So, hey. Well, hey, Peplin, guess what I'm scoring your team?
I feel like this is made up. I
I
feel
wouldn't have saved my 10 for the Jets. But you've got my 10.
well, thank you. Who
And
put out this
uh,
list? Who made this
it's-
list?
it's
Bleacher
Bleacher
Report.
Report.
Oh.
You know, I probably should have looked at what year it was made.
It's no wonder I
Uh,
turned them down on their not so generous offer to have me write for them for free.
I wish it said what year this came out. I just went with top 10 and then saw Bleacher Report and
Well, isn't there a date
sent
at the
the
top
link.
of the article?
So what'd they score?
I don't see a date on it anywhere.
Yeah, see, once again,
So what did they
they're
score?
losing credibility.
Let's see. Nope, not at the bottom. Okay. Well, what did you score? Oh, I guess I could have just figured it out.
That was a
Ryan,
4, I think.
I got a
9
7
or 10,
left.
9. Oh,
Because I'm
Well, that was
kissing
lucky.
Brian's ass.
If I
Yeah.
knew this was happening, I would have gave my 2 to the Patriots, Pep. I didn't know this was going to happen.
Zeppelin got 9. Or wait, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 3, 2, 1. It's a 4 for Peplin.
It was
Well-
well, team.
That'll make Roxanne feel a little better about the 5 he gave her team.
Hey,
Okay, Kenny.
he's wearing a Jet shirt right now.
It's a 2, Ed.
So-
All I have left is my 2.
Improve that.
2. The people said, whoops, I've lost.
Legacy came in at 821 with a 5. that looks-
Woo!
Yeah, 5.
Way to go, Mel.
Mel saved you, I think, Pep.
29 for the Jets. That's not. I mean, I don't think they even deserve that. But so The two most hated teams in the league are tied between the Cowboys and the Patriots with 15. Then it goes to whoever number 4 was. Number 4 was Philadelphia. And I own like 2 Philadelphia jerseys, but I had to give them a 3. They got a 25. Then the Jets tied with whoever number 9 was. Oh, Green Bay. The Jets in Green Bay scored 29 points.
Fitting. Rodgers in Green Bay and Jets in Green Bay. And
Yeah. Well, see, there's a lot of people, I think, that just don't understand the trade right now, so they're very mad about your team. No, I don't know. They didn't like that Joe Maneth used to advertise pantyhose. I don't know. Why do you hate? Why would the Jets ever be ahead of New England on hate?
let me tell you my philosophy on this, okay? Because you had a bunch of Giants fans disking the Jets, and you had a lot of Jets fans disking the Giants, and they are a great big population, and most likely the survey was done in New York.
Yeah, or in Bristol. So because the Bristol people would hate the Jets too for the division stuff. Oh, Nico, what are you doing? Don't show your butt. Okay.
Usually he puts it up there all close, and you can see it going. Grrn, grrn.
Oh, yeah, no balloon knots, please.
That's so embarrassing. Aren't you embarrassed?
Nico.
He's not embarrassed. He's yawning.
Nico.
Well, so there you go. What an amazing list. Sorry, Peplin.
Yeah.
Well,
So before we go,
yes.
where do you all think Hopkins is going to land?
I think he is going to land probably with the cheapest team or the crappiest team with the most spending cap. Maybe Cleveland.
I think he's going to end up.
Jacksonville.
I think he's going to end up in Baltimore.
I heard
They
he
just
went and
spent
visited with
18.
Houston, so he might want to go back there. That's a crappy team. That
Yeah.
probably has some money. I
don't
don't
think-
know. Maybe he'll
I honestly don't
actually
think
chase a ring and take a
and-
deal.
at his age, I don't think he's worried about the money anymore. He just got paid his last 2 contracts. He's one that wants one of these, baby. He wants one of those.
Well, he said that he wants 18 guaranteed. And the Chiefs aren't going to give him 18 with Clark's contract coming up next
Is that
year.
what he said? He still wants his 18 million? Wow.
But he wants 15 guaranteed, 3 million in incentives. And that would mean the Chiefs would have to give up on Chris Jones, and Chiefs aren't going to do it. So that means he's probably going to have it. But like the Chiefs could cut that idiot guy, nothing personal. Oh, well, nobody here's
It's
a
almost
Green
like
Bay
he's
fan.
listening to our conversation and then giving us
Yeah.
dirty looks about the Chiefs. You say anything negative about it, his eyes go. Zzz, zzz, zzz. He's even
Well-
got the damn cat trained to hate any negativity on his Chiefs. Look at that.
the VHS or whatever his name is from the Green Bay we picked up last year, who drops a lot of balls.
MDS.
Scanling.
Yeah, that guy. If the Chiefs cut him, they could save like $8 million. They overpaid on that guy way too much. And if they wouldn't have paid him so much, they could have afforded this guy this year.
Well, you guys got rid of Schuster. I mean, you only kept him 1 year and kicked him to the curb.
Yeah, well, he went for money. And I don't blame
Well,
him. I mean,
The Cardinals owed him what, like 22 million or something like that, and then nobody would
Each
trade
year.
for him.
yeah, that what he had a. Oh, I thought that was Nico for a second.
No, Gracie.
Look, I can't. Look. Oh well. I don't think he cares.
Like, I'm not having this right
If they can't smell each other, they're not real.
Yep.
Gotta smell that
But,
bow.
There he yawns again. But yeah.
I can smell a pussycat from a mile away.
Oh, did you see him here jump when you said pussycat? He kind of went like that. But yeah, I was hoping he would say that he would come to the Chiefs for like 10 million, and they would cut that one wide receiver and make room for him. But if he wants that much, the Chiefs just can't afford it.
I'm wondering the same thing, Travis. How come the 49ers didn't make that list?
Yeah, I don't like them that much.
And
I don't like
understand,
Seattle that much.
I don't understand why the Bears didn't make that list.
I don't mind the Bears, but I really don't mind Green Bay or Minnesota. Why are you staring at
How
me?
could the Broncos not be on there? Come on.
Yeah. Well, I'm surprised the Chiefs weren't, but maybe this was a couple years old.
Or the Cleveland
wish it was-
Browns.
Yeah,
There's a lot of
Cleveland
teams that
Browns
should have
just
been.
suck. Let's see if I can find. I'm going to try to find the link that I sent. Oh my gosh! Guess what year this article was made?
What?
2011. Chiefs were
Only 12
terrible.
years old. Right there on the top. I thought maybe.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so I didn't want to read much of the article, so I didn't want to find out because I thought it'd be more fun. But next time I'm going to look at the date.
That's so current.
Oh my gosh.
No wonder the Chiefs weren't on there.
Yeah.
They weren't winning yet.
Yeah.
But the Jets still stunk back then.
Yeah. That was the Sanchez Pennington years.
Well, yeah.
Look
Yeah.
at the
It's that butt fumble
man.
coming back to get you.
butt fumble.
I
Yeah,
can't believe that's
that was hard to swallow.
over
That
a decade old. So when those were pictures of Eli Manning and Peyton Manning, they were probably active pitchers.
Yeah.
Probably, yeah.
What's this foosball for the devil, Bobby Boucher?
This is probably an active pitcher of Al Davis. He probably wasn't dead yet.
Right. Of course, he kind of looks dead. Either way.
Yeah,
But,
Who's the big black guy behind him?
I don't know who that is.
It looks like Apollo Creed. Oh well. But yeah. So let's see if there's a more updated one. Man, I can't believe that I picked one from so old. I just went Google. What are the
Even in
10 most
2011,
hated
why would the Jets
NFL
be the
teams?
most hated team? Really? Come on.
Okay, well, yeah, in the Washington
He
Redskins.
probably
one.
went through all the years till he found one that the Jets were on top. That's going to you.
The Chiefs weren't on.
Yeah.
We're calling rigs.
Okay, well, the Bleacher Report was the number one article, the first one I found on Google.
They got that search engine optimization.
Here's most hated teams by teams result December 2022. So let's click this. Or you want this is like this is just a voting thing. The number one hated team in the league, and this is voted by other players in the league. The Bears. The Bears voted the Packers as their most hated team. The
That makes
Jets
sense.
voted The Jets voted the Patriots is the most
Patriots.
hated team.
Mhm.
Atlanta voted the Saints. The Cowboys voted the Eagles. Cincinnati voted the Steelers. Detroit voted the Packers. The Rams voted the 49ers. We see a kind of a rhythm here.
Yeah.
Minnesota
everybody
voted
right.
the Packers. Washington voted the Cowboys. The Chargers voted the Raiders. New Orleans voted Atlanta. The Buffalo Bills voted the Patriots. The Indianapolis Colts, the Patriots. Not even in the same division anymore. The Las Vegas Raiders voted the Chiefs. All right.
There we go.
Green Bay picked Vikings. Baltimore picked the Steelers. The Giants picked it was a tie between the Eagles and the Cowboys. The Kansas City Chiefs picked the Raiders.
Nice.
The San Francisco 49ers picked Seattle. Tennessee Titans picked the Colts. Carolina picked the Saints. Denver picked the Raiders. Oh, they hate you guys. That's respect.
Yeah, that's
New
what I
England.
want.
Yep. New England picked the Jets. Miami Dolphins players picked the Jets. Pittsburgh players picked the Browns. The Houston Texans picked the Cowboys. Not even in
wow.
the same conference.
Right.
And
Yeah.
Arizona picked the Rams.
Who did Seattle pick?
Seattle picked the 49ers.
I was going to say there's still old hatred because that used to be a rivalry game where people would get stabbed. It was a Raiders-Seahawks game when they were in the same division. That was probably one of the biggest rivalries on the West Coast.
I went to a couple of those games.
Oh, if it was at the Black Hole, you literally had to worry about Seattle fans making it to their car afterwards. Muggings, stabbings, beatings, shootings. I mean, it was bad.
We went to a Raiders game down in Oakland one time, and this guy for his 40th birthday, he was a Broncos fan, and they were playing the Broncos, and his wife bought him tickets, and he's sitting right on the aisle. And so, like, people would be walking up the stairs to go use the bathroom, get a beer or whatever. They'd stop and be like, what the fuck? What's going on? You know, like, he was a nice guy. So we had to defend him.
The worst I've ever had done to me at a football game, I was at a Monday night game at Chicago, dressed to the gill in Viking decor. And anyway, assholes threw beer on me on my way in. We kicked their ass. By then, the winds had started blowing off the lake. It's like 40 knot winds, and it was already like a wind temp of 22 degrees. So it's down around 0 to -10. And now the assholes really doused me in beer. By the time I made it to the car, my leather jacket and everything, I was crunching with every walk because I had so much beer on me. I had to throw the Vikings jacket out. We could not get the smell out of the coat.
Wow.
I almost got into a fight at a Blues game with another Blues fan. I was wearing a Prongers jersey, but the girl, I didn't even know who she was, that because a bunch of Blackhawk fans sat down next to me, okay? Well, the dumbass behind me keeps screaming at her or them, but he's like got to scream through me to get to them. So he's putting his head right next to my ear. And I got up and I kind of poked him and I said, you better freaking knock it off. You're giving me a headache. And then like his buddies are like, hey, it's a hockey game. You got to expect it. I said, you don't got to expect some jackass yelling in my ear. And then they were like, and I may have been a little meaner than that too. I was ready to just punch the guy in the teeth.
And I want to go to a hockey game with you. I really do.
Oh my God. And I mean, he's wearing a freaking Blues jersey and so am I, but he's freaking yelling in my ear. But he shut up after that.
I bet
I
he
was
did.
so pissed off. And that was back in my early years when I was like a lean, mean guy when I played hockey. But
Speaking of hockey, did the Stanley Cup start yet?
the Stanley Cup starts tonight. Yeah, or it's. I think it started tonight.
Yeah,
think you're
My
right.
dad's been
Going
watching
now,
them
or-
all.
might be done.
Probably. I think my dad forgot. You know, I've been downstairs with ice on my knee all day, so I don't know what my dad's been doing all the evening. But I'm let's see, is it Cowboy or not Dallas Stars? Did they end up winning, or Las Vegas? Las Vegas won, right?
Vegas one, yeah. Hmm.
And versus Florida. I'm rooting for
Florida.
Florida.
Yep.
Even though Florida shafted the Blues this year because the Blues were all set up to get Kachuk on our team. We had the trade all lined up, and we let Perron go to save money. And then they stepped in and put out a better trade deal and got Kachuk. And Kachuk wanted to go to St. Louis because he was born there and raised and everything. And he's been amazing. I mean, he's the whole Florida team. Whatever they traded for him, it was worth it because he's just been freaking amazing. But the Blues just tanked, not having a power forward on their team
Oh,
this
the
year.
chat saying game one's tomorrow.
Okay, good deal.
Oh, cool, because I'm going to want to watch it. Only on this channel can you see Daniken's beer belly.
Oh yeah.
I didn't realize I'm sitting there scratching.
Par for the
I got
course.
Abraham Lincoln on my shirt, wherever it is.
Yeah.
Look, he's riding a bear.
And he's got like an AK or something like that.
Yeah. Oh, that's even cooler. I bet you Abraham Lincoln would have been part of the Tennessee Fish Mafia.
I think I have.
Well, I'll just leave you all with this message. Real men eat lutefisk. Oh, yeah.
I'm sporting my old Natural Aquariums t-shirt.
Nice.
That's from the past.
Very cool.
You must have the lutefisk.
Ludafist.
Lutefisk.
I found an article that was printed a month ago. It's the top 5 most hated teams in the NFL. It was only the top 5. Number 1 is number 5 is Pittsburgh Steelers. Sorry, Roxy. Number 4 is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I guess because people hate Brady.
Just because they won.
And he's gone.
Yeah.
The Jets are number 3.
How the
People hate the Jets. I had no idea that so many people hated the Jets.
why?
And then, yeah. And then number 2 is still the stinking Patriots.
Oh wow, still didn't make number one.
And Cowboys.
And Cowboys are number 1.
Yeah. America's team.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
That's what was on tonight. That's right. It was NBA
That's their opinion.
finals tonight.
Yeah,
Now they'll
I'm
stagger you.
shocked.
This is kind of a cool year, cool time of year, man. You get basketball one night, hockey the next. Basketball, hockey, basketball, hockey.
The NBA was last night. Jokic scored a triple-double. Him and Murray were like the first players since Worthy and Magic Johnson to like have 24 points and 10 assists as teammates in a finals game, something like that.
Did you know that James Worthy is my all-time favorite basketball player?
Really? Cool.
I used
can
to love
respect
that
James
team when I was a
Worthy.
little kid.
You got what?
When I was a
think
little
you
kid
guys-
growing up, I loved watching them
Okay.
play the Celtics.
Me from the area of the region I'm from, I think you all could pretty much guess my all-time favorite basketball player. Come on.
The Sonics.
Michael Jordan.
Jordan.
Oh, I was
I
thinking
almost
maybe
went with
Pippen, 'cause he
Garnett,
played
but then
for
I remembered. I'm like, okay, this makes more sense.
But I will tell you, Pippen's this close.
What? Okay. So my dad used to take me to NBA games when I was a little kid. The Kansas City Kings were in Kansas City, obviously. They were
Mhm.
god awful. And he took me to see the Lakers because I loved them so much. And I wanted to see the big 3. And they rested Magic and Worthy against the Kings. Only one I got to see was Kareem.
Kareem.
And he was amazing. I mean, he was so lanky and everything. He was amazing. But and I still remember that as a little kid. But yeah, it really sucked. They rest their top 2 players because my team's that bad, and they probably still beat the Kings by 20.
I got to go to a Bulls game against Larry Bird's Celtics. So I got to see Jordan and Larry on the same night. So,
Nice.
Oh wow.
And those
My-
two battled, buddy, when they went against each other.
Oh yeah.
My biggest NBA moment ever was when I was a little kid. I went with the Indian guides with our dads to the NBA game, and it was the Monday Night Miracle hockey game happened, and we beat the Russians, and they interrupted the game and played the national anthem, and everybody in the stadium was jumping up and down cheering. And I remember standing with all the other little boys. We're like 5 or 6. We won the war. We thought we were in a war with Russia, and we won a war. Here's how everybody was so excited. I mean, I've never been in a stadium that it just erupted. You know, it was probably 15,000 people at Kemper Arena jumping up and
Okay,
down.
If you get that kind
Crazy.
of, buddy, I just figured something out. If you get that excited about that much power in a crowd, baby, you know what we need to do? We need to go to a 5-Finger Death Punch concert, baby, and just get in the pit.
I'll go
Watch
fishing.
Paralyzed. Listen to Paralyzed. Didn't they
No
sing
more
Paralyzed? I like that
fences.
song.
What did you say, Pep? It kind of broke up on me there.
But I'll go fishing.
I'll go fishing. We'll do some fishing.
What about no death punching?
Oh, buddy, you guys have not. I'm telling you, the power when you're in a pit and them speakers are right there. You got that bass clicking. Oh, man, you just get that energy rolling. Oh,
You're 55 years old, buddy. No more.
yeah,
of that.
but I'm 55, but my brain's still, 15.
Your heart's like 80. No more.
And your shoulder's like 105.
Oh my god.
They'll be protecting you in the mosh pit because they'll see you as vulnerable.
No, man. Danny, the trooper that she was, our son used to play for that kind of a band where they're just, they get the energy going and stuff. Now, the rules of a mosh pit, so you understand clearly, anybody in the edge is not part of the pit. They're just kind of spectators checking it out. You're not supposed to mess with them. This jerk comes and does a full-on upper elbow, hits my little Danny under her chin. Oh, dude, I was losing my mind, man. So I started doing my dance, man. I'm going reverse grain, just waiting. I let him make one pass, and I just wanted to get a little more speed. 2 pass, get a little more speed. Then there he is. He's in my side. I'm just going, and I just come up with that, just full
Careful,
on.
don't throw
I'm
out your
going full,
shoulder.
boom, hit him just perfect. I heard his teeth chatter, and he's out like a light. And then I go around one more time and I head stomp him, and then I left the thing. But don't mess with my Danny.
It's not a metal show until you get kicked in the head at least one time.
Right. Well, he didn't get kicked. I head stomped him, but I was a little
That's
younger
much
back
better.
then.
You should have given him the groin stomp. That would have been funnier.
Oh, it just made me so mad. She's just there having a good time, seeing her kid, and this jerk does that. I'm like, oh, you're done.
If I go in that mosh pit, I'm going to end up going to jail.
No, that's
Yeah, me
exactly
too.
what you do there.
Well, nowadays, I mean, this isn't a Daniken stream, so I'll show you what Kenny looks like in a mosh pit nowadays.
Just for the record,
Oh, there we go.
when
Oh, yeah, baby! You got to take the teeth out because, it's expensive investment if they're going to get knocked out and lost,
just for the record, I say when we re-release this video, we edit this whole half out. When the football talk stops, this is bonus material for those who are still watching.
As we say, guys, you never know what you're going to get on the Friday night. ASE, baby.
You broke it.
Oh, you know what I want on the ASE? I want somebody needs to videotape TJ racing his car. That needs to be one of our live action things.
That'd
Yeah.
be cool. If somebody's down
Yeah.
there when he's racing, that'd be awesome. We'd bring him up.
They're
Now-
still here.
I do plan to do some footage of me walleye fishing soon on the channel.
Yeah, that'll be
Nice.
exciting. But I really want to get TJ.
It's the best.
Yeah, I love that.
Indeed.
All right, guys. Anybody else got anything?
No, I wish I still played roller hockey because I'd have us put those on there.
Isn't roller hockey kind of like the WWE and WWF, fake as shit, and it's just all rigged?
Shots fired.
You're playing hockey. How's it? No, you're thinking. I wasn't.
Oh, I know what
not
you're saying.
Roller derby.
I was thinking roller derby is what I was
Roller
thinking.
derby.
Yeah.
Ah,
Roller. Okay, I used to play ice hockey, but I used to wear those goggles like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, or no, like Horace Grant. The square black, the square one's the white rubber, and I
Uh-huh.
took a hockey puck between the
Oh my
eyes, and it broke
ooh,
in half.
Oh,
good
And I
thing.
said, I would lose an eye. And this is when I owned my photo studio. So I just quit playing ice hockey. That was my last time I ever played ice hockey.
I'd
Yeah.
give
Time to call it quits.
I'd give money to know what was going through
I'm
his
like
brain when
23
you
or
were
24.
talking about 2 seconds ago. This guy right here. I would love to know what was going in there, man.
what happened? What happened?
Roller hockey is real hockey. It's just the puck doesn't hurt as freaking much.
What do you got in there that
And
she's
it's a
so
lot
interested
quicker,
in?
too. It's a lot faster, and you only have 4 out players instead of 5.
The
Because if
puck
you had
doesn't
5,
it's like a ball, or is it different than a regular puck or something?
it's a hard plastic disc
Oh, okay.
and it's hard plastic, but it doesn't weigh as much as a puck.
Gotcha.
And, you know,
okay.
And
I
the,
think
the
that's
hockey
enough.
pucks are frozen rubber because they actually take a hockey puck and you freeze it. So
The
it
fuck you
slides
up.
better on the ice. But they hurt. I mean, I've been hit on the ankle a couple times in games where it felt like my whole leg was shattered for like 10
Wow.
minutes and then it goes
Wow.
away. But one time I took a hockey puck off the testicles and that was really bad.
Oh my God! How did we get
was-
there?
It was in practice and they took a shot and I went down to block it like this and it hit the ice and then came straight up. But because my legs were kind of squatted out like this, my cup must have went forward. And it got up underneath my
He's
cup.
giving us a play-by-play, man.
Oh my. So that hit me in practice and I just went to the locker room and I stood there at the urinal because I thought I had to pee, but I couldn't pee
Mm.
forever.
But
And
you didn't
then,
quit hockey there.
Okay, we
No,
gotta
I
stop
didn't-
the conversation, man, because I got
No.
things. I got 2 little things hiding in my butthole right now, and it hurts. Okay.
Well, I was walking around school for like 2 weeks and I looked it up and it's like one of 2 things could happen. It's either a ruptured testicle or a bruised testicle.
Oh.
If it's a ruptured testicle, that has to be amputated. And I was walking around in pain for 2 weeks. And I just was like, it's bruised. It can't be ruptured. It can't be ruptured. And then all of a sudden it just stopped hurting because it just fell off.
Shut up.
What?
No, it was just bruised. It was bruised, but the bruise dissipated and I was back to normal. But it was so weird because it went from severe pain, like you're got a coat hanger up in there or something, to perfectly fine.
And you guys
was
you heard it on the
horrific.
ASE first, baby. You heard about Ed's bruised testicles here first.
Ed's doing home vasectomies. Coat
With home
hanger.
vasectomies.
Well, it's a terrible thing.
You got to see Kenny E with no teeth and Ed with bruised testicles, all on the same show.
Good times.
So
Hit that like
yeah,
button.
So
That like
ice hockey, I loved ice hockey. I mean, I played it for about a decade, but once I got to 24, I just gave it up.
Hit that like button. Oh Lord. I can't wait though. I cannot wait for football season. I mean, I am anxious.
Yeah, this show will be fun then.
I think there's going to be a lot of good games this year. I think the whole NFL as a whole has leveled everything out. I think every division is going to be tight this year.
Yep.
Well, our division, I mean, it's up for grabs. It's a four-way show right now.
Yeah.
Chiefs division. Chiefs, I would say, is probably the strong front runner, but you got some juice coming in there. I think Sean Payton is going to make Broncos better. Raiders, I still think have it there. I think Jimmy Garoppolo is going to be more of a game manager. If they do what I think Josh Daniels is going to want to do, it's going to turn into a strong running program again, and then pass secondary, which Jimmy G is a perfect quarterback for. He's going to be perfect for it. And then obviously the Jets with Rodgers being acquired. That AFC is going to be something
The
this year.
AFC West also has San Diego that's always good with Herbert. And they just picked up another wide receiver in the draft. So I think it's a three-way race for second place in the AFC West. That'll be really interesting to watch.
Danny's giving me a hard time. I thought this was the 10 most teams you all hated. How are we talking about Ed balls on there?
What's her favorite team? Well, we were
Danny?
talking about her getting punched in the face.
Danny's favorite team is the Carolina Panthers.
Nobody
That's
hates
rough
them because they're
nowadays.
insignificant.
And she picked it since we've been married. So that tells you there was no loyalty to her husband when she
Oh.
picked her football team.
Wait, you know what? What did you look at the thumbnails I sent you? Because the second thumbnail is so much funnier and you didn't use it.
Because I thought we could use that another night. I told you that.
Oh, well,
Save it.
look,
Oh,
look, I made a Trevor
Oh.
Lawrence. I'm going to put Trevor Lawrence in all the thumbnails now. But look, I made his arm super skinny. And I made his hand little bitty also. So he has like little bitty hands and really skinny arms.
How does he do that?
Isn't that funny?
it's a talented
give him-
man.
Let me this will be a little bit of what you'll see next week.
Poor Trevor Lawrence, man.
I thought
Great,
it'd
Ed.
be funny to
So,
always put Trevor
on the
Lawrence.
outside shot, we may one day have Trevor Lawrence. I could bring him on as a guest. You just ruined it. We'll never get the guy now.
Oh,
Well, no, remember, we're cutting this part of the video out.
No, we're not.
The last 20 minutes, because people that are going to be loyal sports guys are going to be like, wait a minute, they aren't talking about the worst teams anymore.
Oh, I think we'll be fine. We'll be fine, Ed. I think a lot of our fish folks that head over this way like seeing us at a more relaxed atmosphere. I think they enjoy our candor amongst each other as well. So,
Craig's
But
here.
I will say that we did have people comment before we started the stream. I think Bentley was already preoccupied with something else this evening, but he said it's simple. It is the Patriots and the Cowboys. And he says, ends there, don't need to even come up to talk about it.
wow. The Seahawks fan not taking a shot at the Niners either. Niners are going unscathed in this whole thing.
You know why?
Chip,
Because
I-
you had class act Joe Montana as a quarterback all these years. What are you going to say
Right.
bad about Joe?
Jerry Rice.
Jerry Rice, who's the epitome. I mean, too many gold jackets to talk crap about him, you know. So anyway, guys, I think we're going to end the stream. It's been going on what is that? An hour and a half, 2 hours?
Hour and a half.
hour and a half.
Hour and a
Well,
half.
you really should go another 1 minute, so it's an even 1 minute and 30 seconds.
I was planning on it, but
You
it
can
takes us
thank
that long.
people.
Thanks everybody for coming out. Ed, what are you on next?
Tomorrow night, I'll be painting on Punchy Paints.
All right. Head on over to Punchy Paints, check her out.
Yeah.
This guy's been making more appreciative. I wanted while we were here to tell him and Roxanne, thank you for covering for me and Danny last Sunday. They did
We had a
takeover
blast.
stream. So
It was the best Sunday stream I've seen in years.
awesome.
Oh, Ouch.
So check me and Danny out this Sunday, 6 p.m. You just got the greatest warm up ever from Ed. We'll be on at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern this Sunday. And Ryan, what you got going on lately? Y'all know Ryan is the treasurer of the Greater Portland Aquarium Society. Has been 2 years in a row now.
Yup. And then secretary before that. So yeah, I tried to stay involved. And so yeah, that's my advice to people out there. Find your local club, start a club, get involved.
And as you all know, Ryan is very good at plants. And if you would like to partake in getting some of his plants, you can be at any of the local swaps. Ryan's with the same group as I'm involved with. It's the PNW Aquarium swap. And we've been there since day one, and it's growing. I mean, this one on Memorial Day, I would still say.
Does Ryan own his own?
No, it's just coincidence.
They stole my name.
Yeah.
We should sue.
But
I know.
we've
pursuing
had,
litigation. It's okay.
What have we had, Ryan? 4 of them total now, and during Memorial Day weekend, we still probably had 300 to 400 people show up this year. Which
it's a lot of fun,
At this event, I wasn't expecting it. I mean, we didn't do as well as we have in the past. I mean, there was a couple of them that probably went over 500 people, but it still was pretty good for a holiday weekend. So check us out there.
Yeah.
Ryan is always there as well, so we really enjoy that. And for all you that are at Findig, do apologize. Danny and I's cancellation at the last minute. Her and I have been going real hard for about a month now, and just the thought of 9.5 hours each way, I just tapped out. We couldn't fathom doing it at this point. Danny's been a little under the weather. I'm always a little blah, 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 but that's the reason we did not go this weekend. We just burnt out, tired, and need a weekend of relaxation, spend time with my hands in my tanks, and get some projects around here. Now, Ryan, I do need you here soon. They got the 2 stands finally done, so I'd like to have that pizza / little party and have all you guys over, help me move a couple of these tanks over to it's nothing big. I'm going to leave the sand and probably quarter of the tank.
I'm down, man.
125s, 300 gallons. It's probably going to take all of us to get them up, but should be a good night, though.
Yeah,
but
sounds like
I'm
fun.
excited. A lot of cool
What's
stuff
Ryan's
coming down the
favorite
pipe.
pizza?
Is that it?
What's
You
Ryan's
wanna know-
favorite pizza?
Oh, I like just about everything. I'm not too picky.
Well, I was hoping you would say Kenny E's Pizza.
Now, one of our co-hosts, too, guys, something to keep in mind on June 17th will be the Fish Fam auction. There's been some really cool stuff of late. Different groups of people getting involved now. So we're getting a better mix of fish and different ideas of cool stuff going through. That'll be on the 17th of this month at, I believe he goes at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern. So if you want a shot at some cool Fish Fam merch and whatnot, be sure to be there. All right, guys.
You know what you're putting in yet, Kenny?
What's that?
You know what you're putting in yet?
Right now, we're kind of torn. We've got a couple ideas, one of which I don't think is going to be ready. But I'm thinking either King Tigers, Banded Gungans. I might do a 6-pack of albinos. I don't know.
Nice.
And I'll probably change my mind altogether. The other thing we have available now are we have a bunch of multis.
PVC.
So anybody wants to start a Shelly tank, we've got multis.
Clear coat it?
This was my thing I made on Thursday.
Is that
Anybody
a
know what
shank?
this is? It could be.
Yeah. I saw you whipping
know what
out
it
your
is, Kenny?
discus earlier.
I know what it is.
It's
It
a
looks
side
like-
tank cave.
Oh,
Okay.
So, this is what it looks like when it's painted. So you put that up against your glass, and corredoras will go down in there. and different things, and you can see them hiding at the bottom.
Oh wow,
That's cool.
Like an
That's a
ant
good
farm.
that'd be
Yeah.
cool for plecos. If the
Yeah,
plecos
so-
will use it.
It would be really cool if the pleco would use it to lay eggs, and then you get to look at you could almost count the eggs.
Well, we know what
Ooh,
that
that'd
would
be a great egg watch.
Yep, I was gonna say that'd be an egg watch from Roxanne's channel.
Well, maybe I'll make you guys one to see if you can get it done.
I'll be a guinea pig, Ed.
You
Okay.
can chip it with the axolotl heads, Ed.
Oh, today's short had your axolotl head in it. That was actually
Yeah, there was your
Foxy's
pygmy,
axolotl.
Corey video.
Yeah. One of my pygmy Corys was dancing around on top of her head. So
So, Roxanne, you are going to be the
videoed
proud owner of a Pygmy Corey Poop Fest head.
Defiled.
see?
I'm excited about it.
Oh, look at there! Look at there is actually a turd right there.
It's a snail, but that's another snail.
Look like a turd to me.
But I wanted to test it to make sure that no fish would die. It's been in there for over 2 weeks, almost 3 weeks, I think. So I think they're aquarium safe.
I think they are too.
I was
And
just
just in
terrified
time, my
because,
mama axolotl's about to spawn again.
oh gosh, now I've got to figure out how to ship all 3 of them. I've got to order for 4 to Lucas. So I got to make 4 more for Lucas. Pretty cool.
Right on.
But I'm sorry, Kenny. I've been interrupting you a lot tonight.
Oh, you're fine,
You've been
brother.
doing a
Really-
wonderful job.
You've been making me laugh like a son of a gun. Are you kidding me? I mean, they're still talking about it, for Christ's sakes, Ed. Your fans come out for football talk, and they stayed for the testicle injury. All right, guys. Well, we're going to call it for tonight. We'll see you guys next Friday night. Same place, same time. Have a great night, guys.
Later.